How's that for Exhibit A? Exhibit A, those are knives that you really don't want to end up in court with, having to defend yourself on why you used it, even if it's justifiable homicide. Some things will just scare the bejeebers out of a jury. This is one of them. Whether it's got blood on it or not. What's the purpose of something like this? Well, clearing brush. Yeah. And you just so happen to have it in your car because you were clearing brush. Why the knuckle duster? Also, you don't bust your fingers when you're clearing brush. Why did it end up in Billy Bob's head? Well, Billy Bob got in the way when you were clearing brush. You see, unlike you're in the kitchen and you're cutting up some vegetables and you're using the old Rachel Ray kitchen knife. What is more harmless than a Rachel Ray kitchen knife? Nothing. It's like Rachel Ray just, how did it end up in his or her back? Well, she fell? I don't know. I was preparing dinner. Not I was preparing dinner. Then you got other things that are just automatically Exhibit A. They just reek of Exhibit A. There's nothing you can do about it. They come that way. But it's a simple $5 Harbor Freight machete. That's what you say. You had it in your car because you were clearing brush. Still, it doesn't look good. Another part of Exhibit A is the Shadow Tech. This is really Exhibit A. This is the Shadow Tech something. I can't remember what it's called. It's a bad motherfucker. There is no use for this besides, well, killing people. That's all this is for. It's got a brain spike, it's got spikes here, it's got back cuts here, it's got a spike here. This is like a handful of fuck yeah spikes. Not something you want to take to the courtroom. Moving right along. The clown knife. The S-Tech clown knife. Why would that be an Exhibit A? Well, it's too big. It's scary. Bowie knives are historical. And they're cool. And you may be able to get away with your standard Bowie knife. This Bowie knife is too big. This is like the Bowie knife that you see in movies where, you know, the guy is like cutting people up and slashing and splitting heads. That's what kind of Bowie knife is this. So why would this one make my list? It's just too aggressive. It's too big. It's cool, but it's too big. And you don't want to be in the courtroom going, why did you use such a knife? Well, it's cool. Exhibit A. Especially when you have James Williams telling us that the purpose of this knife is for killing people. And that is the purpose of this knife. This knife will cut off fucking arms. I mean, seriously. I've seen it cut limbs this big around. And if it'll do that, it'll do some damage to an arm. I would hate to get hit with this thing. It's just a beautiful piece of killing steel. The push dagger. This one doesn't come like this. I redid it. There's no practical application for a double-edged push dagger besides killing people. That's what these things are for. They're for defense. And that's why that's Exhibit A. The CRKT Shrill by MJ Lurch. Why? Well, There's only one reason for this. And why is that, boys and girls? It's for killing people. Yay! That's all that is. This is the Signature Series M-TEK AutoHawk. Now, for one, that's scary when you open it. Prosecutor opens this up in front of the jury. You got this ball black, evil looking blade. It's not even like two-toned. It's like dark, very dark. And it really doesn't have any purpose besides killing people.